So, as some of you know, I do a weekly spot with News Nation, which is a cable news outfit trying to make a name for itself, and I'm on the Chris Cuomo show. So yesterday we reported that the Cambridge Dictionary has expanded the meaning of the word man and woman. It's all a bunch of malarkey, as Joe Biden might say, but it's woke stuff, okay? So it's not enough to say man, a person born a male, that's a man. Or female, a person born a female, biological male, biological female. So when you're born, the authorities fill out a birth certificate. We all have them, male, female. There's not like 8 other categories. Now, as you get it to be an adult, if you want to change, you're entitled to do that. It's America. You want to be a girl, you can be a girl. Okay? I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But anyway, the Cambridge Dictionary has changed the definition of man and woman. This was a topic last night on the Chris Cuomo show. Roll it.
In theology, there's a lot of intolerance for things that are deemed immoral by certain religions. Come on, this isn't a free fire Unitarian zone here. You've got to expand it. What should happen is the totality of the issue. Some people are going to want to change their gender. They should not be scorned or mocked or anything else.
Right.
They have a right.
We're good on that part.
Once they're 18 years old to do it.
Articulate the next part, because that's where we're rubbing. Go ahead.
The next part is that there isn't anything wrong with that in a civil society, but in certain religions, that is not looked upon as a positive.
Okay.
You give both sides so people can make up their mind.
You can give both sides, but you say you can't make kids believe it's okay. That's not what we're saying. We're saying it is okay.
I didn't say that. I didn't say.
You're saying don't indoctrinate
the children
kids
can't
whose
grasp
faith.
the issue.
You said don't indoctrinate kids whose faith say that this is wrong. That's what you said.
Correct.
Okay, and
don't indoctrinate them.
It's a secular society. You do the same way that you say that the world is round, not flat. Not in my religion, it isn't. That's your problem.
Listen,
that's not our problem.
It's the same. Cuomo, listen to me, and I'm going to drum some common sense into you. It would be the same thing if a public school teacher in 2nd grade came in and told the tykes that abortion was great and reproductive rights was great. It's excellent. And if you get pregnant and you're a girl, you should have an abortion.
That's different.
That's indoctrination.
That is not. That is indoctrination. I'm not talking about
religious people, religious people consider abortion a grave sin.
I'm with you.
You can't do that.
I'm not doing that. I'm not saying to do that. It's not a good analog to what I was talking about, which is these people exist. They have a right to exist that way. And if you don't like it in your faith, that's fine. But don't you act that out in a secular society in a way that disadvantages those people.
I agree 100%.
That's not indoctrination.
But that's where the bullying comes in.
Absolutely. And you're dead right about that. As a debater and as a former teacher, you know and you're right.
Okay, so it was a spirited debate. And I'm glad I have that forum because millions of people remember. All of that goes out on social media all over the world. And it's interesting because that segment that I do, they don't have debates like that anymore on cable. I made The Factor, the biggest cable success of all time, debating. Almost every segment was a debate. So I'd say to my staff, find the smartest person who disagrees with me, bring them on in, okay, and we'll kick it around, and then the audience can see who's a stronger argument. And so, but that's gone now. It's like, here's my opinion if I'm the anchor or the host of a program, and now we're going to bring in somebody who agrees with me 100%. Because it's easy to do. That's simple. That's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, okay? In order to debate, you got to be prepared. You got to have a strong argument. Now, Cuomo is a liberal. He's never going to change, and it doesn't really matter to me what he is. All right, what I want to get out is the common sense view that these woke people are tedious. It's ridiculous. They're trying to ram their lifestyle down the throats of traditional people's lives. And that's wrong. And you shouldn't be discussing this stuff with 6 and 7 and 8-year-olds anyway, because they don't understand it. And it's outrageous what they tried to do in Florida. Now it's against the law, thanks to DeSantis, and that's his strong suit for running the president. They basically say, well, we're going to come in and we're going to tell you that, hey, this is an option for you. If you're 8 and you don't like to, and your name is Larry, but you want to be Belinda, just wait till you're 18 and you, no, those are private matters. Those are private matters. You don't have a chart saying, okay, here's how you can become a girl if you're a guy. That's ridiculous. It's now against the law in Florida, and it should be against the law everywhere. That's indoctrination, like I said with the abortion thing. What's the difference between a teacher, a second-grade teacher, coming in and saying, hey, abortion's great. I love abortion. I had 5 of them. And if you get pregnant, you young girls, when you're a teenager, you go have an abortion. That's outrageous. That's a public school. What about all the religious kids and the traditional kids? You can't do that. And he says it's not a valid comparison. It absolutely is. Because if the same teacher walks in and says, hey, you don't like being Sally and you want to be Harry, just wait a few years and here's the chart. Here's what you can do. And right on. No. That's a parental responsibility. It's a personal decision. Public schools shouldn't be involved with that at all. At all. But my main point that I made last night was, forget about the woke stuff. It's just tedious and tiresome and ridiculous. If I'm in the presence of somebody who's woke, I'm out of there. I don't bother because it's just boring. Okay? However, the bullying, and I saw it firsthand when I was a teacher, the school boards have got to crack down on it. If somebody is a serial bullier, they're expelled. They're expelled. And you can see it now on the internet. These kids have the texts and the emails. And I mean, you can't tolerate it. School boards. It's not a federal issue. It's a local issue. I wish, I mean, way back when I was teaching, you didn't have any of this stuff. But boy, I was ferocious. Those bullies, they feared me. I get them. I couldn't hit them or anything like that. But boy, I gave them a hard time. Because and it's not just LGBT kids getting bullied. It's black kids. It's chubby kids. It's kids with bad complexions. It's across the board. And it's worse now than it was when I was teaching. 1,000 times worse because of this internet stuff. That's where the liberal people should be concentrating their efforts. But no, they want indoctrination, brainwash. That's what they want.